Spent the whole day in my head. Do a little spring cleaning. I'm always too busy dreaming.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. It's Brielle and Steph, and we're back again with the Hollywood reviews. So we're actually going to be doing another reaction video, and this video is coming from the late and great Mac Miller, and it is called Good News.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it.
Let it go.
Come on, guys. Let's show you how we do this.
So just gotta text me.
Yo, if I cry on camera, we gotta cut that out.
Why would you cut that out? It is what it is. It is what it is.
Nah, I can't. We gotta cut that out.
That's toxic.
Spent the whole day in my head.
You don't want people to know you crying.
Do a little spring cleaning. I'm always too busy dreaming. Maybe I should wake up instead. A lot of things I regret, but I just say I forget. Why can't it just be easy? Why does everybody need me to stay? Oh, I hate the feeling when you're high, but you're underneath the ceiling. Got the cards in my hand, I hate dealing. Yeah. Get everything I need and I'm gone. But it ain't stealing. Can I get a break?
I wonder if that was already his noise.
Is that it?
Let's get it.
That sounds good. He know what he's doing.
We continue.
Oh man. Oh man.
What did you think of that?
That was crazy. All right. So I was already saying this like that. A lot of his music, now that you listen to it, not even his new song, but like a lot of his music, now that you listen to it and the tragic shit that happened, it's like him. It's just like he kind of not knew that it was gonna happen, but like he made a lot of music that would kind of. It seems like that, like somehow, like I don't know. It's just some musicians do that, like him, Tupac. Obviously,
I feel like it's artists who are genuine with their music. Like
Yeah.
if they're depressed, they're going to
Right.
write music that talks about depression, or if they're happy
Right.
at that time, they're going to talk about music. Whatever they are doing in their art, it reflects their life. I mean,
Right.
and that's what really art
Right.
is about to me. It's a reflection
Exactly.
of your life. So
yeah. I mean, honestly, I feel like Mac Miller just like showed again, like why he's got to be like top 5, top 3 of like rappers, like just talented.
I wouldn't even say
rappers.
rapper. I would just say an
He's
artist.
musicians,
in general.
because
He's
like
an
he
artist.
yeah, like he does like a lot of shit too. Like he's not just a rapper. Like he produces, he plays the piano, he fucking raps. Like
He can rap. He can sing.
right,
He can
and sing. Yeah, he can sing. Like he ain't like he don't need no auto tune or nothing. Like so, it's just like man, it's just super tragic. What I thought of the video, and I mean just the video and some of the lyrics in there, that like pushed me in that way. Like when he said hook. I mean, like they only want to hear good news. Like the whole song is about how it seems like maybe he was being ignored at sometimes. And he says like they don't like it when I'm down, but when I'm flying, I always make them so uncomfortable. So what's the difference? Like, and I think that basically meant like when he's high, it makes people uncomfortable, like to hang around him and shit. Some of his friends, but at the same time, y'all don't. That's the only time I feel like I'm alive. Probably like it sounds like that's kind of what he was trying to say. Like, and the fact that that's basically good news for him. I think is what he was trying to say. Like that.
Because then he could just keep getting high.
Right. I mean, it's a lot of other lyrics in here that this is
It's a shame.
actually my second time hearing the song, first time seeing the video. And I mean, I want to break these lyrics down more in detail, but I got to process them a little bit more.
So what I thought was basically it was like what you were saying. Like what I think is I felt like it was coming from a place. You are a megastar. You pretty much don't have anybody telling you, looking out for the best in you. Like whatever you want to do is what people. Oh yeah, do that. Like there, it's nothing.
Right.
You cannot say anything. You can't do anything wrong. You can't say anything. They will whatever you doing, that's what they want to do. Like they're just gonna go along. It's gonna be a whole bunch of yes men
Right.
around you. It's not really genuine people that's gonna be around you. And then I feel like he's kind of getting into the dark side of Hollywood, or I guess I don't know if I should say Hollywood, but it's kind of getting to the dark side of fame. Like, well, nobody want to hear about when I'm depressed. Nobody want to hear about how I really feel. They only want to hear about the stuff that they want to hear. Yeah. What you want? After I'm finished, okay? Yeah, like they only want to hear about the stuff they want to hear about. They only want to hear about, I'm doing this video, I'm doing that, or they don't
Right.
want to hear about your real feelings. They don't want to hear you talking
Right.
about you depressed. They don't want to hear nothing like that, because then that would mean you're a real person. And in the eyes of
Right.
all of these people, like people think that celebrities are not real people,
And I could
but
imagine,
they're real people.
And I can imagine like even other people, like some people that like claim to be like a close friend of him, like even other rappers and shit like that. If he called them with some shit like that, like basically saying like, yo, I'm depressed, like I really need like help, like, or like just for somebody to talk to. I can imagine that a lot of them niggas, not even like even if they wasn't trying to just be dismissive of his problems, they probably legit are busy, like, and they really don't have like time to really listen to him, like, and who knows if maybe he's talking about some other rappers in this song.
It's just a
it
sad
just
thing
was-
that it just keeps happening.
Right.
Like these artists don't have any support. These labels don't have any type of mental.
Right.
What do I
They
say?
need it.
Like,
They
they don't
need-
have any
they
type
need,
of
like-
therapy.
yeah,
They don't
they
have
need-
anything. They're not.
That
giving
needs to
them
be
anything.
provided by the label
Right,
at
they're
this
not
point.
giving
Like
them
seriously.
anything. Like this, at the end of the day, it's a job. I know that people might not want to think it's a job, but it's a job
Right.
because they have to do stuff they don't want to do. I'm pretty sure
Right.
they don't want to wake up at 5 a.m. and be on set for 12 hours in a row. And
Right.
it's freezing cold sometimes. Like it's stuff that you don't want to do. When you have a job, it's going to be something that you don't want to do.
Right.
At the end of the day, and these labels, they don't care about what you're going through. They want you to get out there and do what you signed up to do. And if you gotta take Xanax to do that, or if you gotta
Right.
do whatever you gotta do to do that, they gonna give it to you, or they gonna find somebody who could give it to you, because they don't care. They just trying to get their money back and make more money off of you. And then the sad thing about it is too, they know that they can make even more money
Once you're dead.
once you're gone.
God damn.
So it's just really sad. Like I feel like a lot of the labels, and they need to take accountability as well for the mental health of these artists, because it's way too prevalent now. It's
Right.
been going on for
Forever,
forever.
yeah.
So,
I mean, in today's age.
but now it's the
it
kids
needs
are
to
getting
really
younger
be-
and younger. Like
Right.
before, it was like older. People are getting famous younger and younger now, and it's
Right.
just your mind is not developed. You're too young to be digesting all of these things that are going
Let
on.
alone too young to be dealing with that much fame.
Exactly.
And,
you literally can do whatever you want to do.
Right.
If you a 17-year-old rapper and you got
You pop
$1 million in your bank account,
or more than that, right?
you buying your mama house. You the
Right,
one
you
who
get an
doing
advance for
all
$1
of this
million,
stuff for everybody
like-
else. You can literally do whatever you want to do. So it's like, well, nobody can't tell me nothing. I'm providing for X, Y, and Z. I'm the
Right.
one doing this. Like, and I'm only
I'm the
18
big
years
dog.
old. I got my mom, she whatever.
Right.
I'm doing this and that.
Yeah, I
like
can
they
only
don't
imagine. Me at 17, thinking like if I was a millionaire at 17, and like how I would be acting, like yeah, I would.
It's
be
really a
wild boy.
setup. It's really, I
Right.
honestly feel like it's a setup.
I
I
would've
feel
been a
like
wild
they
boy.
have to really gauge, is this person mentally
Nobody
ready
wouldn't be able
to
to tell me
take in
nothing.
all of this? Right, like is
Real
this
shit.
person mentally ready to handle all of this? It's a tragic
I think
tragic
Mac
thing.
Miller- I think
and the
he was-
lyrics prove it. Like,
I think Mac Miller was like around my age though, like maybe like 28. I think somewhere around there, 28, 30.
but it doesn't really matter the age of the person. Mentally, where are they at mentally? You could be 30, but mentally you still got the mind of a 15-year-old because you don't know how to cope with certain, like you don't have any coping mechanisms. You don't know how to cope with certain situations.
Right.
So you want to do something that makes you not feel it, which would be whatever your vice is. It doesn't necessarily have to be drugs. It could be sex. It could be anything.
Right.
Like it could literally be anything.
Yeah. I mean, and how I felt about the video, a lot of the imagery in the video was just like him basically like it was one part where he was flying, what was a bird flying, and then it showed him in space, well, like a little spaceman in space. I think that was like just kind of like saying like that's him out of space and gone, like basically just floating up there. And then it showed him in the car with his flying with the dog, like flying towards the sunset. So
Then it showed them taking a flight.
right, and then walking off into the clouds off of the flight. So
whoever did this video did a really good job.
Yeah. They did, and I like how they showed like some parts of like him just dancing in there.
Yeah, like
and
living.
try to make
his
it
life.
happy and
Yeah.
like just
I like how they didn't have it. Like, you know how when they do a video of an artist after they pass, it's kind of just like them just doing like random. Like this actually to me
Yeah.
was creative.
right.
Like it's kind of like just old snippets of them, but it seemed like it was like more like a collage of things and like still.
And I think this was kind of like trying to be like this was like maybe in his mind, like because
Right,
it seemed
right.
like a lot of the imagery in here seemed like some shit you would probably see when you was high,
Right,
like,
and it seemed like it was
or
in
hallucinating,
like
or
something that he would have done. Like I could
Right.
see him directing a video like this.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, that's how we felt about the video and the song. How'd you feel about it? Comment down below. Like this video if you liked it. Dislike it if you disliked it. And
Don't
make
dislike
sure-
this video. That's disrespectful.
and make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. See y'all next time.
Peace. Mac Miller in the